Welcome back, dummies.
Dummy.
Stupid.
Hi guys.
Finally on a pot and
Fucking spitting, shitting,
We
fucking
watched,
spitting, dude.
Sinners the day before it came out.
Early screening.
Yeah.
Even though this is coming out on Sunday
Early
or like next month.
screening.
2 years.
Did see it early.
Michael B. Jordan.
And Michael B. Jordan.
Directed by Ryan Coogler.
Mm-hmm.
Josh
Savage.
Allen's wife. Ryan Coogler.
Good God, what a lucky man.
Wow, Josh Allen gets to date Ryan Coogler.
What a lucky man.
Married. Not date.
Yeah, Josh Allen's wife, Haley Steinfeld. Good Lord.
A lucky man.
Good Lord.
He is truthfully a lucky man.
Zooey mama.
It's got Michael B. Jordan and Michael B. Jordan. And I don't know anyone else that was in that movie.
I think they should have done triplets instead.
Yeah. Would two of them be vampires or two of them would be fine?
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Sinner 17.
Sinner 17. But pretty much, I guess, spoiler warning.
Vampires.
Sinners is set back in the 1930s about two twins, the Smokestack twins. One calls himself Smoke and the other one calls himself Stack. The two twins are both played by Michael B. Jordan. Fun fact, it was supposed to be Jonathan Majors as the other brother, but he
beats women.
Yeah, come on now. But pretty much it's these two twins, Smoke and Stack, who move away from where they are to go up to Chicago to
Pretty much hustle.
Yeah, pretty much hustle.
And
I
then
think
they
they mentioned they worked for
7
Al
years
Capone
later.
at one point or some shit like
Yeah,
They
that.
work
they
for
did.
both. That's why they had the Irish and Italian.
Yeah, and then a couple years later, turns out they robbed both sides. They got a shit ton of money. They came back home and they wanted to start their own thing. They wanted to start a little like juke jam club, little juke club. So they bought out the old sawmill, and
Slaughterhouse.
yeah, turned it into their little club. Got some people to come along.
Got a couple of the wrong people to come along.
Couple of the wrong
too.
people come along. The guy I was about to say is wrong, isn't wrong. Their little cousin Sammy. He came by to sing. He sang a little bit too well and summoned some demons. Some demons. The vampires heard his song and they were infatuated.
Vampire.
And they came to take over. And that's all I got on that.
Yeah.
Shit went crazy.
Did go crazy. I did decide to give this movie 5 stars. I think that it was just one of the better made movies I've seen in theaters in quite some time.
Yeah, there's been some stinkers lately.
The way the story was told was just so great. It it's just there's the classic tale of good versus evil and which will prevail, and I think this movie kind of did a very good job of portraying that in a bunch of different ways. Masterclass Michael B. Jordan, I think, is the best acting I've ever seen from him, probably.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just loved the story so much. I loved the way it was told, and I loved the way it ended. And there's, the one scene in particular, the scene in the middle. I know you guys had a problem with the modern day Jimi Hendrix.
Is that what that was supposed to be?
I think something of the sorts, but pretty much
It looked like an off-brand Lil Nas X.
the scene in the middle was when Sammy, they called him Preacher Man, when Sammy or Preacher Boy, one of the two,
Preacher Boy.
Preacher
Preacher
Boy.
Boy.
But I don't know. Anyway, Sammy was doing his thing, and they did a little voiceover type deal talking about how the music, when it's good enough or whatever, summons spirits of music past and music future. And the whole scene was really, really cool until they summoned one of the spirits of music future. And it was the camera panned over, and it was the goofiest looking man in these futuristic goggles.
Lil Nas X.
Yeah, it was a little whack.
I didn't have that much of a problem with the guy.
I thought it kind of ruined the aesthetic of the scene, because people are saying this is the best scene of all time, or shit like that, and I'm like, well, you can't be the best scene of all time when you got a fucking clown in the middle of it.
I just don't. He didn't. I don't know. It made sense to me. why
think
he was
looked
in
a little
there.
too fucking goofy.
Yeah, I think they could have just made him look like some dude right now, and it would have been fine.
Yeah, or even like if he looked more like Rolling Stonesy or.
But I
Like,
think that was part of why they made him look, because he was the future. He was what this guy who
the
didn't.
future in 1940 is now.
The future in 1940 was also 1970.
And 80. He did not look 1970. He looked like he was some fucking weird future from 2000.
But what I'm
2000.
But the whole theme
Type
of the
shit.
movie
2000.
was, this guy having this false reality that like his happiness was coming from being this crazy musician, and like he was finding all of his like good in his life out of that when it wasn't true.
I just thought he looked retarded. That's all.
Yeah, I feel you. I just
Like you had the fucking tribal people. They look cool. They look way out of place, but it looks cool and it fits. And then you throw in this weird guy that's dressed weird as hell, and it's so out of place that it just looked out of place.
Yeah, I just didn't think so. And I just thought that scene was shot so cool. Like
I did
agree.
like the scene
I agree.
other than that one guy. It reminded me a lot of Babylon, actually.
Yeah.
it was
that
so
entire,
chaotic.
like-
It was so unique. There's just so you've never seen a movie scene like that where there's just all these different airs, and it worked so well. And it was all one take, or one shot, one camera movement, all over. That was my favorite scene of the movie.
It was
by
really cool.
far,
It was
I think.
chaotic. It was fun. It was loud. It had a lot going on.
Yeah, a lot going on. The sound, the music playing during that, the way they blended like all these different eras of music in this one sound.
But it literally tore the roof off the place. Going
Then-
crazy.
Yeah, dude, that scene blew me away. I mean, like that was the point of the movie where I was like, wow, this is truly a fucking amazing movie.
Yeah.
I gave it 4.5. There are like a couple, like I almost even give it 4, mainly because of the guy looking stupid. But some of the action scenes looked a little goofier. Then when he jumped from like the second story and he just face planted, like
That was kind of funny.
would not be able to get back up and run away. And then how like the vampire looked every time he jumped looked so fucking stupid.
Did look a little odd, but I feel like there's only so many ways that you could.
Go
Do
watch
that.
Vampire Diaries. They did it a bunch of different ways.
I'm not watching
Yeah,
that shit.
I didn't. I liked it. I loved the way the
way he
vampires
jumped.
looked, the red eyes.
Yeah, the red eyes
red
was
eyes were
cool.
really
The white
cool.
eyes were cool. The teeth were cool. This is the way he looked when he jumped. Like when Haley Steinfeld was walking back towards the barn, and he like you just see him jump at her. It's like that looks so.
Then it cut-
stupid.
it
Yeah,
cut away
they
super quick.
cut it. They cut it so fast though. Like I thought that. I
Like
don't
you see
know.
him kind of take off. You're like that looked kind of stupid.
I really like that scene. What was his name? The bouncer.
Cornbread.
Yeah, cornbread. Cornbread went to go take a piss, and they're whispering like, "Cornbread, is that cornbread? Yo, cornbread, cornbread." And you see all the fireflies and everything, and then in like the midst of the fireflies, you see the two glowing eyes in the bushes. That was
You know
cool.
where he got inspiration for the red eyes from?
Hmm.
Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Good,
Isn't that crazy?
good
He
pull.
loved
Good
that
thing to
movie
take from.
and freaking like loved the death character with the red eyes, and he was like,
so good.
"I'm gonna use that." It's so random.
It works though.
It does work. I mean, you can, like I knew that fact before I watched the movie. And I saw it. I was like, oh, like you can tell, like it looks honestly almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
But obviously in a live action movie.
I also gave it 4.5 stars. It would have been 5, but you just had that one dude. That one dude, man. He could have not been there. The
it's
movie's 5
funny-
stars for me. He just.
Sorry to cut you off, but it's funny. Like I remember when that came on the scene, and I remember hearing you guys chuckle.
Because he looked goofy as hell. He disappeared, and he was like, it didn't help too. He was one of the first ones. If he wasn't one of the first ones,
one,
yeah.
I
If he wasn't the first one, it probably would have gone unnoticed. But if he was just a guy in the background, you probably would have seen him be like, oh, what the hell? But then just keep moving along. But like they kept putting him on there.
I just didn't have a problem with him, honestly. Like
Fair.
I understand where you guys are coming from. I
don't know, fuck that guy. I did have.
thought he was kind of sick.
there is one absolute standout scene for me, other than that entire like chaos music going on one shot thing. After Sammy jumps off the balcony and face plants and he ends up in the water, I liked like
Sick.
it was really the head vampire was baptizing his ass in the water while he was doing his whole like rant and everything. That part was crazy.
Yeah.
And it was going back and forth between Michael B. Jordan fighting himself. And with it going back and forth, you missed dialogue between the two Michael B. Jordans, which then gets reintroduced.
Yeah, it cleaned up at the end.
Yeah.
which I thought was really cool. Sammy was basically the only survivor, and then like it cuts to the end after he gets away, where he's this old ass man who lived his life as a musician,
Went on tour.
and then the evil Michael B. Jordan and Haley Steinfeld pull up to the bar he's at, and they have a nice conversation, and like he reveals that his brother made him promise to just let him live his life, how he was going to live it, which he did obviously. But it's cool how it kind of cut to like modern day, and then you still see how these two vampires are just young as hell still, like they haven't aged. And then this fucking little preacher boy is old as hell.
Old as fuck.
Little
Well, it's
fucking
because
bastard.
they're not real people anymore.
Oh yeah,
They're demons.
yeah. I did like I like the way they were all talking with each other too. That made it like at the end. That I won't lie. When they first
His demons never left him, bro.
when they first started with that at the end, I hated it and I thought it ruined the movie because they cut from like Sammy's got his whole thing going on. It's like fucking by the power of God or like the will of God, put down the guitar, man. And then it cuts to him in the car, like grasping that part of the guitar. And that's where I thought the movie would end. But then it cuts to him as an old ass man playing. And then it super quickly cuts to like October 12th, 1993. I was like, what the fuck? What are we doing here? And then they started rolling credits. I was like, wow, that actually just ruined like the movie for me. I hated that so much. But then during the credits, they started rolling that other scene. And that fixed it. And I like the way they were talking too. Before like Haley Steinfeld and Michael B. Jordan left the bar he was in, he was like, "Let me say something real quick." And they're like, "Yeah, what's up?" He's like, "That was before everything went down, the best day of my life. After all these years, I realized that was the best day of my life." And then Michael B. Jordan goes on his whole rant about how like it was for him too. It was for those few hours before everything went crazy. They were just fully, unbelievably free, and that fixed like all of my ending problems.
Yeah.
But it was cool.
Yeah, it was a cool ending. I fucked with it too. I'm glad I walked back inside for the post credit. I was really pissed if I didn't see that.
Genuinely thought you hated the movie. You got up and started walking. I'm like, damn, bro, I hated that.
I had to piss, bro. And I didn't know there was gonna be a post credit. I didn't think it was some stupid Marvel movie.
Oh.
I guess Coogler did do Marvel shit, so it's kind of in his DNA a little bit.
Both the Black Panther movies.
Yeah, he did. But it's time to go to bed, man.
Yeah, a while before you go to bed.
Tell me about it, bro.
Fuck,
Do y'all
trying to
know
bust it.
anything about? Do y'all know anything about Coogler, like his past?
No.
He
I saw
played
TikTok.
D1 football.
I saw
He
TikTok.
played at Sacramento State,
What position?
receiver. Career stats at Sacramento State: 112 catches, 1,213 yards, and 6 tutties. Not a bad career.
Do you think he hit the gritty?
No. I mean, what year would it have been? He was in college. He's like 38 right now,
what
so
is-
he would have been. He's 38.
Fucking
So
early,
he would have been in
early
college.
2000s.
Do you
Like,
think he invented it?
oh yeah, he is gritty. Ryan Coogler, gritty.
I
Like
did
gritty.
see. I saw a video, an interview, where someone was asking him how he got into like screenwriting and all that, and he said he had a school assignment that he turned in, and his teacher thought it was so good and so like imaginative and everything. She was like, "You should really get into like try screenwriting for Hollywood and all that." And then I think he said he went to like the library or something and grabbed a screenwriting book. Or no. It was a copy of Pulp Fiction.
Really?
Yeah, I think he said he grabbed a copy of Pulp Fiction and it was like some limited edition thing that had the screenwriting as part of it. And he said when he looked at that, it was kind of like he saw that and he said he felt like he was home and like it was just where he belonged to be or
That's
where
sick.
he belonged, and then just went from there.
Yeah, I guess his like senior year of college, he applied for film school at USC.
Yeah,
Got in, and rest is history.
pretty
Now
cool,
he's-
dude.
Now he's big time. Yeah, he's sick. I saw a video of him the other day on All the Smoke podcast with who is that? It's Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. They asked him his GOAT list. Put Braun at number 1. I was like, oh, I love this guy, bro. He's my favorite director now.
But if you put Jordan at one,
If you put Jordan at 1,
yeah,
I probably would give this movie 4 stars. to be
Crazy.
honest. But Coogler's a
better
broad
by
guy.
subscription would have
But
been
he works
put
with
Jordan at
Michael
one.
Jordan.
and he still thinks Braun's the GOAT. See,
Crazy.
he knows ball, bro.
Crazy.
He ain't letting his biases get to him. I wonder if Michael B. Jordan thinks Michael Jordan's the GOAT. He kind of has to, right?
I feel like if you share the name with him, then yeah.
That's his name.
Yeah, if you
But
share
he
the
would learn
name.
to resent it because everybody growing up calls him Michael Jordan.
But like that would be true if he wasn't like some superstar. I think.
It still probably happened to him.
It definitely happened to him. 100%.
Was
Probably
he-
still happens to him.
Was he the one where it was like some interviewer or something
Yes.
walked up to him
They
and
would
she
make
was
fun-
like,
they call
yeah,
him cornball or something.
yeah, she was like, oh, dude, I love your stuff. He's like, oh, really? Because in high school you hated my stuff.
Oh,
you made
yeah.
fun of me.
I've seen
Yeah.
that. That's kind of sick.
No, she started talking to him. He goes, "Oh, cornball, right?"
That was the guy's name, Cornball or Cornbread in the movie.
Cornbread. Yeah.
Um,
Maybe that was inspired by Michael B. Jordan.
what?
She called him a cornball or something. I don't know.
Freaking.
Oh, did
Every
they
time
win?
every time I ever see that guy, I think of just 8 Mile.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I've definitely seen him in other stuff, right? He's in other stuff.
I'm sure.
Come on, bro.
Y'all never seen him before?
I mean, in 8 Mile, but I'm sure he's in something else.
I feel like I've definitely seen him in something else.
There's no way he went his entire career doing 8 Mile and then
10
waited
freaking
fucking
girls.
20-something years.
Cornbread.
Damn.
I also really like the scene after they did the fucking showcase of all the music through the ages. When the girl was singing and everybody was stomping.
Yeah, that was cool too. She was going crazy.
Oh yeah,
She
that
going
was right.
crazy.
That was
I
right.
honestly probably like that scene more than that.
That scene was insane. That was when, the one Michael B. Jordan got.
Yeah, that was what that was
and-
the one I was.
That was why his game.
Yeah, I'm realizing it now. That's the one that I thought was kind of like Babylon, because that's when everyone was going
That
crazy.
scene was legit too.
And yeah, that's when Haley Steinfeld
Yeah.
was banging the wrong Michael B. Jordan, eating his fucking neck,
In his neck, bro.
and fucking Sammy's like, I'm not going in there alone, bro.
And then he opens the door. Like, they having sex.
He said, go get him. I'm not getting him by myself.
Dude.
That movie's great.
If you guys liked this movie, you should watch Vampire Diaries.
I'm not touching it.
It's the white version.
Does it have Michael B. Jordan? No, it's the white version. It doesn't have Michael B. Jordan.
Dude, he was so fucking good. Like, I am curious. I think you said this when we were at dinner, but I'm so curious to know what shooting this movie looked like in terms of like filming Michael B. Jordan.
I was at the first scene with like the two brothers
Yeah.
on screen. I saw that. I'm like, I want to know how many takes it took them to get this, because you have to do all the takes for one Michael B. Jordan. Then you have to do all the takes for the other Michael B. Jordan. And I feel like you have to have it look damn near like identical when you do it, just him standing in different spots.
Definitely took some crazy editing.
Yeah, like I want to
But-
know too how.
I mean, he
you do
definitely
that.
had it. They definitely had stand-ins. Like,
Yeah,
you
you
know.
got-
No, they definitely did, because I remember actually
We
one
can't grab
one
an
scene.
imaginary cigarette out of there.
I remember one scene specifically where it was focused on someone, like one of the vampires in the front, and I think it was the lead vampire, and you see all the ones in the back, and the one, like, you see one of them is clearly Haley Steinfeld, then the other one is supposed to be Michael B. Jordan, but it was just some random fucking black dude out of focus back there.
You think it was? You don't think it was
Yeah.
actually him?
Like, that head was not Michael B. Jordan's head.
Really?
Yeah,
He,
I mean-
he knows head from Michael B. Jordan.
I do. I saw that head back there. I'm like, that is not Michael B. Jordan.
I couldn't really tell. He was definitely blurred, but
Yeah.
I honestly just thought it was him. I mean,
I-
why wouldn't it have been him?
I don't know. I just don't think it was. But I don't know. I want to know what they did in the editing room to get that to
They
work
did
so
some
well.
work.
Because like I could think of
Just
how they
ask,
did it in my head, but it would end up very shitty if I were to
Ask
do it.
Liv and Maddie.
Yeah.
The actual two twins.
That was one person.
No, that was not.
Yes, it is.
No, it was
yes, it is.
not.
Oh my God,
What-
you're dumb.
wait, what are
you're
you
dumb.
talking
You're
about?
dumb.
Dude, it's
There's
past
a-
your time, but there was a Disney show called Liv and Maddie. It's
and
about
it's
two
one
twin
person.
girls.
It's one girl.
I
It's Dove
swear that
Cameron.
was
It's
two
just
girls.
Dove Cameron.
I swear that was two girls.
I promise you, it's just Dove. Oh, you're. Oh.
I swear that
Oh
was
my!
two.
He said, "Yeah, actual twin."
But I do very, very badly want to know how they did that.
Liv and Maddie.
I mean,
Because the way I'm thinking of it right now is just like you fucking like you mask him out, you crop him out, you throw him on there.
Well,
But
and
the
he
way
had
like
to,
that would
like-
look like shit.
She
Yes,
played.
Dove Cameron did play both Liv and Maddie in the Disney Channel show Liv and Maddie.
He
Fair
said,
enough.
yeah, actual twins. I would
really
have just
thought-
pulled
I
that out my
I
ass.
really thought that was two people.
even with
I don't ever think they're really in a scene.
Yeah, I don't
They didn't do it.
I didn't really watch the show like that, but now that I'm thinking of it, every time I've seen anything from the show, I
They
don't
really
think they're
didn't
on
do it the way
screen at the same
fucking
time.
this movie did it. So
Even him just learning two completely different personalities and roles.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's just like very.
did-
And this is a role from him. This was definitely out of his like comfort zone. I think, like most of his
buff
roles,
black dude,
no, just like the
tough buff black dude.
the accent, the
Yeah, I'm
southern
trying to-
drawl, like all of his characters are kind of just like these, like, you know, hard nosed, like, you know, kind of like hood black dudes, you know, that have like just like
Yeah, Killmonger was.
like, you know, and then this one was just this. You
Yeah,
know,
the country accent.
You know what's crazy though?
country accent,
I know
like
what
it
you-
wasn't like modern day, like it was, you know, in the 30s or
What's crazy
40s.
though? He was still kind of a hood black dude. What was a gangster?
Kind of.
Nah, what was
He
a
just added
gangster?
a goddamn country accent.
What was a gangster?
The costume designs
It
were
was
fucking
pretty elite.
great. I
They were
loved
crazy.
the way the sets looked, and I just loved the way everything looked, bro.
One thing I didn't like was how drawn out the damn sex scenes were.
Yeah, they made sure those were on screen for a minute.
I could have watched the.
It's like that damn Jackie Brown kiss scene at the end. I did not need to see that old ass motherfucker opening up his goddamn mouth to inhale Jackie Brown.
I didn't hate him, bro,
It was
because like
Jackie Brown.
all the sex scenes were kind of like tense, and it just draws out the tension even more. Which is like another thing.
Yeah,
thought
I
this
almost
movie-
started jerking it in the damn theater.
They're about to have me gooning in
to
the back,
first
right?
one.
And all of them.
Oh, the big.
Especially that one.
That one came out of nowhere. It came out of the blue.
That one did come out of left
I did
field.
It's
not-
called Riz.
But
Michael B. Jordan could do
I
better.
just thought this movie did so good. It
I was
makes
supposed to be Jonathan Majors chop shit.
It was. He was supposed to get busy.
He needed a bigger woman just in case he got a little physical with her. That's why. So she could actually take the punch.
She
He
knew-
punches Haley Seinfeld. She getting knocked the hell out.
She
That's
knew-
why he needed to beat
She
you.
knew all that vampire shit too. Fucking.
She killed
she's
the,
like,
she
she's
killed the
like,
most damn vampires. Bro.
She like modern day astronomy girl. The big as hell.
I don't know what that is.
He's saying because she's into the fucking voodoo magic. And
Voodoo magic
she's
and rocks
actually
and
doing
shit.
it. She was actually doing it.
but she never. I bet there. She never thought there'd be the day.
I think she did. That's why she did it. She was fucking
She
ready.
knew.
She
She
was
was-
ready. She
she
was
was
ready.
ready.
It's fair point. It's fair
And she
point.
was
She was there
some
fucking
little-
rolling die on the fucking roulette
She was a
table with a
little
bunch of random
magician, bro.
screws. What the hell did that mean?
That one dude was cheating his ass off.
Oh yeah, he got the shit beat out of him.
That boy was cheating his ass off. Got called out for cheating and
And
then
he
cut
cut the
dude's
dude's
face.
face.
And then
Oh,
rightfully got his shit kicked in and kicked out the club. Goofy ass.
He was goofy.
I ain't
Goofy
leaving without my
ass.
money. He got the shit beat out of him.
Goofy ass dude.
Goofy ass. I did like too when I don't remember either of their names, but the Asian couple, when dude came back from warming up the car, and fucking
Oh, that's Cornbread.
Yeah, Cornbread's eating his
He's heating his ass.
Cornbread.
These sex scenes, man, I'm telling you, they were over the top.
Cornbread's feasted on some dude on the floor, and fucking she's sitting there. She's like, he is dying
don't-
over
yeah,
there.
you
He
don't
goes,
see that?
Oh,
He's
that's
like,
your Cornbread.
that's
Yeah,
your Cornbread.
he's
He's
hungry.
hungry.
He
He was
Don't worry
hungry.
about that.
Cornbread needs some of this.
I can't believe the lady let that motherfucker in. She was just like, fuck it. Come on in.
Also, yo, who?
They're like, oh, shit.
I didn't know who played the lead vampire because that dude went crazy too.
I've never seen that guy before. He
I
was
had,
good.
yeah,
He
I
was
had
really
him,
good,
but he was
actually.
really good. I liked his little every
Dude,
time.
all the acting was good.
every
Did you
time-
know it was
every
vampires
person.
before you sat down?
Yeah.
I did. I saw it in one of the trailers, which is why
That's
I
why
don't like trailers.
I
but
didn't watch any trailers because I don't like trailers, and I didn't see any trailers. I didn't know it was vampires.
yeah, if I had
Did
watched,
you like that or no?
I like vampires. I watched fucking Vampire Diaries 4 fucking times. You think I like vampires?
if I had watched,
I think you're just whipped. Kane made you.
She's watched it one time. I watched it before her.
Just kidding.
I told her to watch it.
if I had watched only the first trailer, I would have
No.
had no idea that it was a vampire.
I only
movie.
saw
'Cause
the
think-
first one.
I don't think that first trailer they show anything about vampires.
I don't think
I didn't even know they got
I
vampires.
didn't know from the trailer. I think I just saw on Twitter or something.
I had no idea.
And then I watched a bunch of like videos of Ryan Coogler talking and like said one of those. I don't remember, but
That shit was
I
good.
didn't know. I was told something.
I liked every time too the lead vampire saw Sammy, he just goes, "Sammy boy," and they
That's who it was after.
one time he tackled his ass up there.
I loved Sammy's character, dude.
He was good.
I just loved like he wasn't the main character, but he kind of felt like the whole like he was like the
think he
biggest.
was. I
He
think
was
he
like the
was the
biggest
main.
plot device in the whole movie. Like
He's
you
kind
know,
of like the main character.
he kind of
It was
was.
the whole focal point of the vampire. Then at the end, the whole thing's the ending's about him, how he lived his whole life. It starts out him going into the church and it's his dad, and then he's following around the brothers.
That start of the movie too was so fucking good.
It was sick.
That was so good. That had me fucking strapped in the second
the
that
fucking
started.
quick flashes to the future.
Yep.
And then they slow them
Dude,
down at the end.
I couldn't even tell what the fuck was happening.
You can't, but then they slow it down at the end because then they
I wasn't expecting that. I won't lie, that first one jump scared me.
It's me too.
I was sitting there. I think I looked down at my popcorn or something to see how much I had left, and I looked back up and went, boom, and it like flashed on screen. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
The snake scared me too.
The snake scared me.
I kind of like the snake
But
part.
this is like a legit scary movie, like not that bullshit. Like
Yeah, because it's one of the ones that
movie,
has.
I was like tensed up. I was.
Yeah. it's I don't know. It's a scary movie that doesn't just hit you with jump scares the entire despite those first couple at the very beginning.
Well, those weren't meant to be jump scares. I think it was just like a little flashback.
I think that was just to set the fucking tension.
Yeah,
for
that's
you.
why I
Just
don't
like
think
this
it
is
was
what
a
you're
jump
getting.
scare.
Like this is the
The
movie
snake
you're about
was
to
a
see.
fucking jump scare. That shit actually got me.
But like, cause it's one of the scary movies that like sets the tension and has you in suspense the entire movie because you don't really know what the fuck's gonna happen.
And it's based on a true story.
Especially if you don't watch the goddamn trailers, you don't know what the fuck.
Do you guys think vampires are real?
I think they could be. I think I won't lie.
Shut the fuck up.
What are you talking about? I won't lie. I think I
was
think
kidding.
I'm not. I think a lot of things could be real that motherfuckers say aren't.
So you think there are dead people walking among us?
No.
Did this guy just say
I'd
Among
have
Us?
to see actual proof of that. But like,
Vampires are not real, bro.
I don't think vampires are real. I do think ghosts are real.
I think
and shit
ghosts
like
are
that
real. I think some magical shit could be real.
I think so too. But do you think aliens are real?
I mean, I definitely think there's life outside of planet Earth.
Yeah, I won't lie. I think you'd have to be out of your fucking skull to think aliens aren't real.
I don't know what it is.
Well, did you see the CIA release something that said Soviet soldiers shot down a UFO, so they turned 23 soldiers into stone?
Someone was talking about that.
I've been seeing a lot of alien
recently.
shit leaking lately.
Like the CIA released that information.
There's definitely
no one
life
seems to fucking
outside of
care.
this planet.
There's got to be. They had a thing the other day where they said there's a distant planet, but they saw proof on it that there is like marine
that's
life.
That's a moon on Jupiter, I think.
No, there was like a new thing.
Okay.
I don't know, I'm finding it now.
But there's a moon in our solar system that has life, that they think has life in the ocean. It's under a bunch of ice. But yeah.
Vampires are not real, Mike.
Would you want to be a vampire?
No, I want to be a living
If
creature.
they weren't deemed as demons and had nothing to do with...
No, they're dead.
You want to live forever?
I mean, I believe I am going to live
124
forever
light
past
years
my
from
death.
here.
You said close.
Well, I said
Did he not say
I said a
close?
distant planet.
A distant planet.
Yeah, well,
That makes it seem like that's kind of close.
That's what they've been saying, but they
A
said
distant planet? Is that
they
not
said-
so? It's 124
they
light
said
years away.
astronomers say they have found the strongest
That's not
indication.
distant.
Astronomers
That's goddamn distant.
astronomers say they have found the strongest indication of life beyond our solar system on a planet 124
Wait, let me
light
see.
years away called K218b. While they
Wait,
have
they
not
got-
yet declared the finding of life, they detected potential biosignatures that are typically produced by living organisms such as marine algae.
That's pretty cool.
So 124 light years away, there could be motherfuckers walking around.
They
over there.
coming.
They coming.
No diddy.
They got hyperspeed and shit.
That's what, if it is aliens, you think they're like creepy and how like.
I think they're like us.
I don't know.
I think there is no telling.
There is absolutely no telling,
I think
but
it
I
could
think
be 50-50.
there's no
be
telling,
anything.
but I
It
think the
literally
most
could be
likely
anything.
is that they're just like us.
It could be.
I don't know.
They could be 20 feet tall.
They could.
They could be literally fucking the size of ants. They
could.
There's
That'd be
no.
crazy. You imagine they're like blowing shit
just
up and
stepping
they
on them and
finally
shit.
land and they're fucking this tall.
They could be. They
What
could
if
be
that's
this
us?
tall, and they could be indestructible.
Yeah.
Like they could be able to fucking pick us up and throw us like
That would be insane.
off.
There's got to
off
be a movie
buildings,
like that that's
you
just so
know,
dog
like,
shit because it's this little fucking tiny shit fucking on everybody
Yeah, like it's
based
just,
on true story.
One scene is a guy just lifting up his foot a little bit. So what the fuck is that?
Maybe we gotta
Lifted
maybe we
me.
gotta start cooking something up for our first movie, huh?
the new Ant-Man. Call it Mike Man.
It was called Alien Man,
Fuck,
Mike
no.
Man.
Like man.
Starring Michael Cowles.
Sure. Should be peak.
All right, I ain't got nothing else.
Yeah, I don't know. All I got was that movie was peak.
That's pretty good.
A very distinct difference in theater experience from the Minecraft movie.
Yeah, dead quiet.
Do you guys
me and
think-
Kane kept whispering chicken jockey to each other.
Do you
heard
guys
that at the
think
beginning.
that? Do you guys think that? Like truthfully,
Yeah, vampires are real.
do you think that?
To go above and
Would it have been better or worse with Jonathan Majors?
I think it would have been better.
because I'm so torn at the start of the
it's
movie.
hard.
I remember thinking like, dude, if this was like when I saw the first shot of them sitting by the car and they pass a cigarette together, I was
It
like,
would've
dude,
been- it
if
would've
that
been
was
great.
if that was Jonathan Majors and Michael B, like this would be a different
But at
movie.
the same time, I think the brother storyline is better that it's twins.
It worked very well.
Well, they could still be twins and not look alike.
I guess, but like no one's buying that though.
There's these twins that work at Publix that don't look like each other at
But still, though, like, do you see them and you think, yeah, they're twins?
all. No, they don't look. They don't even look
Exactly.
like brothers.
I mean,
Exactly.
me and my twin don't look alike.
Yeah. So like, do people
That's what
look
I'm
at you and
saying.
your brother and think you're twins?
no, but they are twins. That's
Yes, that's what I'm saying though. It wouldn't play into the storyline as
they
well.
could just say
because-
they're twins. Like, oh, okay, I guess they're
Yeah,
twins.
but then people forget about it throughout the course of the movie.
I think you're right. I think it did play to the storyline very well.
I do think it added like something cool to it. Like it's cool that they were able to do two.
Yeah.
But I do think Jonathan Majors is a different kind of actor, and he's a great actor. I think it would have brought something even more to the table.
I think he would have been very good as a villain.
Yeah, nothing
Very,
good,
very good.
nothing wrong. I still think he would have been the good guy.
I don't know.
I think it would have been bad.
He's a bad good guy.
I think
an anti-protagonist.
I think of the two of them, you can make.
I'm
Jonathan
telling you, he
Majors-
was gonna be piping that fucking chop shit. There's no way in hell he would have had Haley Seinfeld.
That's
There's
fair.
no way in hell. That makes so much more sense if you think about it, right?
I just think out of the two actors, you can make a better
That
villain out
does,
of Jonathan Majors than Michael
I think
Jordan.
the way they both act, I think Jonathan Majors has just done more
Maybe this was a redeeming role
villainous
for him.
roles like
It
that.
was
But
a
then
redeeming role
also they already have a movie where Michael B. Jordan is the hero and Jonathan Majors is the villain. So why not switch it up?
Exactly.
Which movie?
Creed 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
I forgot that they were.
Yeah, so why not
Yeah,
switch it up?
Exactly.
Because Creed 3 was raw because of that.
I'm telling you, Jonathan Majors ain't fucking clapping fine
Yeah,
shit.
but-
He's clapping chop shit.
But from
That big
another
old bitch.
like viewpoint
Nothing
on it,
against
you're
that
really
lady.
gonna
She
have
seemed
two
like that
separate
lady.
movies where the villain and the protagonist or the villain and the hero are the same actor.
And they got fucking.
I don't know. Fucking.
I feel like you can't run that twice in two separate movies. But also you can't really swap it up in two separate movies. So I
And they
don't know.
got Rocky
They
Balboa.
did
in
it
both of
fucking
them.
10 times with fucking Fast and Furious with Vin Diesel.
That's
well.
the same character though.
I know. I'm just fucking.
It's the
playing.
same character.
So Fast and Furious is so cheeks.
And
I
that
don't
one also
know.
had
I
Rocky
think.
Balboa in it.
I think they. I think they could have done it either way and it would have been good. I think.
I think the twin thing worked really, really
I think
well.
after
Oh, yeah,
watching it,
'cause
like
it's the same fucking person.
what I was saying was like at the
it
beginning.
worked so well in Live and Maddie. You thought they were the goddamn.
I
They
did.
thought, you thought they were
Also,
twins.
though, I don't think they were on screen at the same time.
I don't think they were either.
Also,
Which would play even more into the.
I noticed when we were watching this, every scene where the two of them touched, they made sure not to show the two faces.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. I think other than the cigarette passing scene, but every other time when they like hugged or did whatever, they made sure not to show the two faces. It would just be like an over
I
the
think they were
shoulder.
using body doubles. Yeah, probably.
Well, they're doing that.
It's a lot easier that way, and you can't fucking tell.
Probably.
He's got a dude same build as
Probably-
Michael B. Jordan.
Probably saved a
It's
lot of
pretty
time in
hard.
the editing room too.
Someone same height with a broad shoulder. That's all you need, and a dark ear.
And a fucking nice chocolate face. Anywho,
But I don't know. Movies peak. People are waiting for an actual good movie to come to theaters, and this is probably that movie.
we just watched the Minecraft movie. Like, what the fuck are you saying? You gave that one 5 stars too, dingus.
Because it's peak. Because it's peak.
But you just said people were waiting for peak. You just said they had peak.
Just change it, bro.
I'm not changing it. The movie's staying at
Kane
5 stars.
changed it. I saw.
What did
'Cause
she
she's a
change it to?
fraud.
She's a fraud.
She's a fucking fraud.
I don't back down. Never back down.
Never
Never,
back
what?
down, never what?
Never back
That
down,
was the
never
second
what?
leg. Second leg.
But yeah, I don't know. Movies peak. People were waiting for a really, really good movie to come to theaters, and this is absolutely that movie.
I will say there were some pretty good looking trailers. There's a Wes Anderson movie. Did you
Oh my
know that
God.
was Wes Anderson?
Literally you weren't there for the trailers.
You missed some banger trailers. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't like watching trailers, but I watch this.
Wes Anderson movie comes out like next month, right?
Next month or the one after. It's
But he
soon.
goes, "What movie? Who do you think directed this?" I go,
I
Wes
knew who it
Anderson?"
was from the
Oh, you
first
did?
shot. Yeah.
Well, I figured
You
I
can
knew
just
who
you
it
can
was.
tell with
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I
you said
literally-
it, I go Wes Anderson, and then fucking 30 seconds later, Kane's dumbass
I
goes,
literally
you could just tell when Wes Anderson.
they
Yeah, because me and Mikey just said it.
they showed like whatever that screen is when they show that a trailer is about to happen. The aspect ratio was fucking different. I'm like, this is a Wes Anderson movie, and then it started. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this is
I
a Wes
just
Anderson
could
movie.
tell by how it looked.
Dude, it seems like there's potential for a lot of good movies to come out this year. I mean, there's that.
Yeah.
What
I
are the
mean,
other? The
There's-
28 years later. Looks
That-
really
Yeah,
good.
dude, that movie
does,
looks.
That
does.
trailer was insane.
I did, dude, that voiceover like radio sound,
It's
the fucking
sick.
boats.
It's one of the better
It's
trailers
so
I've ever
good,
seen.
dude.
I think.
It's
So
so
the movie
good.
better not fucking flop.
I don't think
Give a damn.
There's
I
no
don't-
way
I
that
think it's
movie
gonna be good. I
flops.
think it's gonna be good. I mean, there's that Paul Thomas Anderson movie, the one with DiCaprio.
That looks good
Yeah,
too.
that
I'm trying not to watch the trailer for
That is the only
when it
trailer
came
I
on
watched for
tonight.
that.
I like put my head down because
Yeah.
I really don't want to watch that trailer.
It's the only trailer.
I feel like
watched for
there's
that.
something else.
Yeah, there's something else.
Ari Aster's coming out of the movie too.
Is he?
Yeah,
Was
You
it
know
a
what it is?
trailer?
I don't know.
He wasn't there
It
for
might have
most of
been
the trailers.
but it's the movie about it's like the Western movie set during COVID.
I don't think I saw a trailer for that.
It's like I think Emma Stone's in it. I think
Don't watch.
Love Emma Stone.
it's a pretty good cast. I can't remember who's in it, but I have not tried to watch that trailer either. But you know that guy makes a bunch of good movies too.
Flight reaction.
Dude, I think yeah, there's a lot of good coming out. They did show. I know you laughed a little bit at one of the scenes during it, but there's an F1 movie with Brad Pitt coming
Dude,
out. I want to
that
see that
movie
so
looks
bad.
crazy.
I want to see that so bad. Also,
The trailer looked sick.
I don't think I'm like 98% sure I'm right. This is his second F1 movie.
His?
Yeah,
Whose?
Brad Pitt. I think it's the second F1 movie he's in. I think I'm like 98% sure he was in Rush.
No, he's not in Rush.
Is he not?
Dude, he
That's,
looks way different without a hat on.
That's Hemsworth and.
Oh my god, wait, no, then I'm thinking of a different one.
He does not look like that when he's got his hat on.
I don't even know who that is.
That's
Kumar
Kumar
Rocker to
Rocker.
go.
No, Brad Pitt is not in that movie, bro.
Am I wrong? Oh my god, I think I am wrong.
That movie's sick.
That movie is really fucking
It is
good.
good. It's Hemsworth, right?
It is, yeah.
Which one is it? It's Chris Hemsworth, right? Not Liam.
Yeah.
What about Ford versus
Okay, it's
Ferrari?
Thor.
That movie's sick.
Was he in
too,
Ford versus
honestly.
Ferrari?
I don't know.
No,
Fucking
that's Christian Bale and Matt Damon.
I don't know how I went this whole time thinking that was Brad Pitt in that fucking movie.
They wouldn't do that, bro.
Interesting.
But yeah, all those movies are coming soon, and we'll
Dude, there's so
get
Probably
you
much.
won't.
some opinions on them. Hopefully, maybe not.
Probably will.
Who's to say?
Who's to say? Probably will, though. The big movies. But
Yeah,
I know.
no more Minecraft bullshit.
Well, that's a big movie though.
pretty much, moral of the story here, go fucking watch.
Sold more than Fight Club on release.
Moral of the story here, go watch Sinners.
Yeah,
And that movie's peak.
Unless you're
Ryan Coogler.
racist.
That
Ryan Coogler coming out. Part.
that I
If you're
think, I
racist
think,
as hell, you probably won't like this movie.
Yeah, you probably won't. I think I am gonna go see it a second time sometime soon because
One of my friends from work was texting me. He saw it tonight, and he was like, "I'm gonna go tomorrow." And I might go with him.
yeah, that movie was
I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but
crazy. But
very sick.
I think that's it for that. Go watch Sinners.
Thanks for watching.
Shout out to normal people. Thank you guys, and see you at some point. Goodbye.
Peace.
See you.